Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
Jumping out of that plane. The young boy with no parachute, he must be insane. The young boy with no parachute, he's looking so free. The young boy with no parachute, he looks a lot like me, like me, like me, like me, like me. Someone save him. Someone save him. Someone save him. The young boy's gonna die.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers going up against the Colorado Rockies. First pitch coming your way next. Here's Mookie Betts. And here it comes. Sliced hard but foul.
First pitch and a block out.
Turns and fires to Betts. Up the middle. Tosses to first. One out in the top of the first. And let's take a look at the lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team, and I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series. Freddie Freeman delivered a masterclass in 2023. Freeman and Betts fed off of each other's success, and it helped Freeman produce a .977 OPS, 29 home runs, and more than 100 RBIs. That's a great season.
Hit hard on the ground is short. Sends it across to first, and the Dodgers are set down in order. It's the Dodgers nothing, Rockies coming up. Back after this on the show. Back here with my pal Siggy, and on the hill in this one, Shohei Ohtani. What do we have on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
That's inside. Just missed. Left-hand batter waits. Line drive, caught. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Big challenge for them today as they take on a pitcher who brings electric stuff and really racks up the strikeouts.
Yeah, and it's all about making good contact against a pitcher like this. You're not going to get very many pitches to hit in an at-bat, maybe even in a game. So you've got to be ready, zoned in the spot where you think you've got the best chance and jump all over it. Might be the first pitch in the at-bat, so you better walk up there ready from the jump. If they can make early, consistent contact, I think they have a much better shot against it.
Look to shorten his swing that time, and it pays off. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
just a solid swing right there. He got it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Ohtani, a former Rookie of the Year, he throws a slurve, a four-seamer, a cutter, a splitter, and he works in a sinker. Late that time, and it's strike two.
Well, pretty clear to me. He's trying to go deep right there, but you've got to get a pitch that you can handle.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
Left-hand hitter waits. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically he likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Here's Chris Bryant now. Right through there for a strike. Tovar leads off first with 2 down to the inning. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First 2 pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. Wouldn't chase that time.
2-2.
Two outs. That misses, and that's ball 3.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Swing and a miss. Some high cheese for strike 3. The Rockies strand 1. We played an inning. No score. Quantrill back to work. And a foul ball. One thing with Max Muncy, and it'll be interesting to see what he throws here. He hammers the fastball. There's the strike. Larry Bullard, our umpire behind the plate.
Well, Bullard's got a pretty standard strike zone. Sometimes they'll have you guessing a little bit, but overall, well-respected umpire in the league.
Next pitch is outside.
It's a good take.
Here comes a pitch. Outside. And the count's full. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Next to hit, James Outman.
0-1.
Quantrill back to work. And a swing and a miss there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there, and it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. It just got out of here, and that gives them a lead. It's 1-0. And first offering is fouled off. Right-hander kicks, deals. Foul ball. The pitch. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And makes the grab. And there are 2 down.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter. And a tough one at that.
2 outs, base is empty. Here comes Chris Taylor. Right through there for a strike. Got him swinging. But they're off to a good start as they pick up a run on this solo shot. It's now 1-0. And we're back, bottom of the second. So in now for Colorado, Brendan Rodgers. The pitch. Outside low, 1-0. Late with the swing there.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
And another ball. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count's even at 2. And the right-hander deals. Lux makes the grab, 1 away. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. When you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy is at the top of the list. On the corner for a strike. 0-1.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play. Can throw from so many different angles and makes really tough plays look very easy.
That one fouled off. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Well, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
And now it's Elias Diaz. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. We played 2 full. It's the Dodgers 1 and the Rockies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. New inning getting started. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Jason Hayward. Hayward, a multi-Gold Glove Award winner, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2007. That one finds the zone, 0-1. And there's a foul ball.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Gavin Lux. In there at the knees for a strike. 1 out, bases empty. Next pitch is outside.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That one the other way. Hauls it in for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
Betts stands in now and watches strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
Well, this guy's so comfortable hitting with 2 strikes. Even a good pitch early in the at-bat. If he's not ready to pull the trigger, he's not worried if he gets to an 0-2 count.
And that gets down for a base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in his zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center field.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Back here in Denver, bottom of the inning. And now the right fielder, Sean Bouchard. And the pitch. Swings through that one.
I guess you throw it that hard, you can get away with locations like that right down the middle. But I still think it's a dangerous pitch. Don't want to do it again.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, the catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Had him way out front of the slur.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
And stepping in is the speedy Brenton Doyle. Swinging a foul over the screen and back out of play. Here comes the 0-1. The other way, and a base hit right there. So that will bring up the top of the order with one away.
To me, it's just a really controlled, balanced swing. He wasn't trying to do too much with it. Just stayed disciplined, got the barrel to the ball, and put it in play. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Foul ball there.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Swing and a miss, and that's strike two.
Just not able to catch up to that velocity.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Swing and a miss.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and the defense comes away with nothing. So first and second with 2 outs. And now Nolan Jones. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Ground ball up the middle. They get the force, and that will end the inning. So they, as we go to the top of the 4th, and here's the catcher, Will Smith. That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
So, Boog, if you had to take one for the team, where would you want to get hit?
Chris, I think I'd have to say upper hamstring. Muncy stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Nobody out, runner at first. And now 2-0.
Well, he looks more focused at the plate and working the count after that first at-bat strikeout.
Next offering is in for a strike. And a big swing and a miss. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Righty to the plate. Inside ball 4.
Now a great back and forth and that at bat. He had to play off some really close pitches, and somehow, Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Fought off foul. Now the 0-1. In the air out towards right center. Doyle sizing this one up. He's got it. Runner tags at second. The throw to third. Save.
Good read there at second base to move up to third. Now it's a lot easier to get that run in with 1 away.
Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Check swing, no appeal, and it's 1-0. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. and they add on. It's 4-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. You know, Boog, there always seems to be that oh no moment for the pitcher when he's lost control of his pitch, and most of the time it's right when he lets it go. He knows that it's not headed where he intended it to go.
At the belt and fires. That one clips the outside corner. 0-2 now. Stays alive. He goes down looking.
Well, I'm not really sure why he let that one go by. I mean, out of the hand, it had a lot of the strike zone. Sure, it had some good arm side run at the end to move to the outside part of the plate. But with 2 strikes, you got to be ready to swing it there, and you can't leave it in the umpire's hands.
Quantrill back to work.
Oh. 1-1.
Already 3 runs across in the frame. Top half of inning number 4. Rogers. They take the force out. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here. Bottom of the 4th. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. And the pitch. Line drive, base hit, right field. And the leadoff man aboard.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. High fastball, even a little above the zone, but such a good job of staying tall on the backside, getting that barrel there to meet it just in time. I'll tell you.
Freeman to second, that's 1. Back to first, but not in time.
Well, that was going to be a really tough one to turn 2 on, so a nice job to get the out at second right there. Hold on to the baseball. Shortstop clearly paid the price, but that kind of comes with the territory.
McMahon now at the plate as he swings through strike 1.
Wow, that's not even close to the zone.
Bunting for a hit. Over to first. Bunt attempt doesn't work. They get the out.
Well, there it looked like the batter was trying to bunt for a base hit, and as he got thrown out, the runner advanced. So he's going to get credit with the second run. You know, there's this red-headed announcer that I work with sometimes that gets really angry when that happens.
Diaz at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. That clips the corner. The Rockies down by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Had him way out front of the slurve. So 1 left for Colorado. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Mookie now. Quantrill back to work. And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Puts it away for the out. Freddie Freeman up to the dish. Freeman hits it in the air. Bouchard drifts towards it, hauls it in, and there's 2 away. 2 outs, base is empty. The batter now will be Will Smith. There's a strike. And a foul ball. 0-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Two down, nobody on. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. The pitch. And a foul ball. He stays alive. And the righty deals. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. So man aboard. Here's the third baseman, Max Muncy. Meanwhile, this pitch gets away. Smith up to third on the wild pitch. 2 outs. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Just missed. There's a swing and a miss.
3-1.
Right through there for a strike.
Cancel.
2 outs and a runner at third. And we're at the top of the 5th. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Got him looking. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. 1 hit, 1 left. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Bouchard. And here it comes. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone.
Pretty impressive. We haven't seen that pitch from him much, but he's got a really good feel when he throws it.
That's in there. And it's 1-2. The punch out there picks up strikeout number 7.
No, that's not the best 2-strike fastball I've seen, but certainly got away with the location there. You know, sometimes as a hitter, when you're down in the count, you're so focused on a pitcher painting the black, and you just get a little bit locked up on something down the heart of the plate, not expecting it, and it just kind of freezes you.
1 down, base is empty. Late on that fastball. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it, and that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
Blackman at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And that's the 3rd out. Nothing doing for the Rockies. They trail it here 4-0. All set for the top of the 6th. Here's the center fielder, James Outman. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Outman, 26 years old, and he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. Goes down looking.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone, attack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
And now Teoscar Hernandez. He really made his presence felt back in the 4th inning of this one, Siggy.
Absolutely. 3-run blast and a shot of energy for his teammates. Everyone in that dugout was pretty fired up.
Chris Taylor now. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. Taylor, a middle infielder by trade, played his college baseball at the University of Virginia. And that clips the inside corner. 1 run across in the frame so far, and we're the top half of the 6th. That misses, and that is ball 1. Got it by him for the K. Here's Jason Hayward, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And that one ripped to left, and that's just foul. There's a strike. Now a bullet to second base, but he's got it to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And the lead is now 5-0. You're watching Major League Baseball. Bottom of the 6th. And now Ezekiel Tovar. And the right-hander back to work. And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
Right-hander kicks, deals. Struck him out swinging. Had him way out front of the slur. Next for Colorado, Nolan Jones. And first offering is fouled off. And he deals. And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Chris, third time through the order, and a couple of quick outs for the starter.
Yeah, he's been very frugal today, economical with the pitch count.
Next to hit, Chris Bryant. He was late there, strike one.
He's controlling things out there on the mound, not messing around at all. He's been in attack mode since the very start.
And that's downstairs and outside. Two down, nobody on. Hammer, base hit.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. That's outside, and that's ball one.
No strike.
Hit in the air, left field. Hernandez snags it on the run. So another. Back here at Coors Field, we go to the top of the seventh. Now it's the second baseman, Gavin Lux. That's in there. Strike one. Out to short, Tovar. Slings to first, and the leadoff hitter set down to open the seventh. Here's Mookie to hit. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. And that one is off the wall. The throw into second. Betts into second.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Absolutely blasted that one into the gap, but just didn't have quite enough to clear the wall out there. Maybe a little more elevation under it, and it carries over, but that's a swing you'll be happy with every time.
Over to Bryant, and Freeman is retired. And up to the plate is Will Smith. A little bit low. Runner at second, two down. Here in the top half of inning number 7. This one drilled to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Gone. A massive home run. It's 7-0. That's their new pitcher in the game for the Rockies, Jake Bird.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has it.
Oh, that pitch got away from him, and that's a hit by pitch.
Boog, you have any memorable hit by pitches yourself? Maybe high school, college?
No, but I almost did get decapitated by a foul ball at Old Tiger Stadium. There's the strike. Muncy off of first with 2 away. On the ground right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
Just one of those seeing high base hits through the infield. He just kind of rolled over on it a little bit, but sometimes those can find a hole and get you a knock.
That one is absolutely belted. Jones going back, and that is gone. And he's gone yard again. That's his 3rd home run of the game. And they add to the lead. It's 10-0. Singy, the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive.
Bounced out to short. It's through for a hit. And that keeps the inning alive. And up next for Los Angeles, Jason Hayward. Slapped foul. And that's off. the inside edge. And now it's even 1-1. And it's fouled away. Fights it off. He'll see another. Right-handed reliever. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. But 2 round trippers in. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now the third baseman, Ryan McMahon. Ohtani back to work. Lays down a bunt to the right side. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down. Now the Rockies catcher, Elias Diaz.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
Bunt attempt, but that goes foul.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
Now a drag bunt, third base side, and foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Well, a well-thrown splitter is going to do exactly that. Get you off balance, thinking it's a fastball. Very similar to a changeup, but oftentimes a split's going to have even more downward movement with more velocity. Good pitch.
Bouchard, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
And a swing and a miss.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 7th. Off the mark there, and the count is 1-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Two outs. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it. On to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Still in total command on the mound. We go to the 8th. And at the plate for the Dodgers, Gavin Lux. Ripped to short. Over to Bryant. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, we talk about how the ball is coming out of a pitcher's hand. The way it comes out of his hand as an infielder. Wow, really impressive.
Betts batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. One down, base is empty. It's softly on the ground left side, and he picks it up in foul territory. Foul ball, still 0-2. And a pitch. Foul ball, it stays 0-2. Grinding AB right here, about to see pitch number 10. And they'll do it again. Struck him out looking.
That was a pretty fun at bat right there, but you kind of hate to see a long battle like that end on a questionable call. I think he was right in letting it go. Frustrating result after he fought so hard at the plate.
Freeman in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
That's away.
And that's outside. 1-1. Two down, nobody on. On a line, base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. So in now for Colorado, Brenton Doyle. The right-hander back to work. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
No ball. One strike.
And strike two.
0-2.
The pitch. That's off the mark. Now 1-2. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Daniel Hudson looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Vesia also getting ready. The pitch. Got him swinging.
Not the best location with the fastball on strike three, but when you're pumping high 90s, you get away with some of those, no margin for error. You know, the fastball becomes such a huge strikeout pitch in the sport, and I think a lot of it has to do with all the attention and emphasis on improved spin rates. These fastballs are just exploding out of the pitcher's hands and jumping through the zone.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Righty delivers. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. Ezekiel Tovar digging in for the Rockies.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
Yeah, the right-hander deals. Swing and a miss.
1 ball. 1 strike.
That misses the zone. Yeah, that's ball 2. The Dodgers up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And now 2-2. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. The high heat, too much on that one. A big performance on the mound. Lots of strikeouts. That was number 14.
Yeah, clearly trusting his stealth in this one, Boog. Feeling really good about what he's working with, and that really allows a guy to attack hitters. You know, such an important mindset to have out there on the mound, especially when you're ahead in the count with 2 strikes.
Bunts it towards the mound. Off balance throw in time. And that is back here in Denver. Here's the catcher, Will. So the Rockies turn the ball over to a new arm, Jalen Beeks.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like
this one's into the outfield. Could be extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. The throw to third, not stopping. He's going for 3. And his 3rd hit of the game is a triple. So, man aboard. Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Swinging a foul straight back. Smith at third with nobody out. Tap dances out of the way of that one. Couldn't chase that time. That one fouled off. 2-2.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Runner at third, nobody out. Here at the top of the 9th. Smiths through that one. It's a strikeout. And next for L.A., James Outman. He's already homered in this game. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. 1 away with a runner at third. 0-2 now as he swings through it.
No ball. 2 strike.
Stays alive. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. That one's in there, 0-1. Beeks, 30 years old now, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, right now he's thinking, man, I wish that would have been an off-speed pitch, but instead a fastball, and you can tell that hurts a little bit.
And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Now it's going to be Jason Hayward.
That's one of those lookout pitches. As soon as it leaves the pitcher's hand, you start bracing for impact, knowing that it's going to be hard to get out of the way of that one.
Bases full, 2 gone. Gavin Lux steps to the plate for the Dodgers. This one popped up. Foul ground, first base side. And a foul ball. 2 outs. And that's off the inside edge. 0-2. Right through there for a strike.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Bounce to third. McMahon to the plate for the force. And that is that. And we're back. Bottom of the 9th. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Chris Bryant. The pitch. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That's down. One hops off the wall. Safe at second with a double. 3rd hit for him this afternoon.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And now Brendan Rodgers. Left field. Hernandez towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, but the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
In the air, fairly deep to right field. Hayward under this one. And he makes the catch. Runner tags at second. And he's up to third safely with 2 gone. Rockies down to their last out. Elias Diaz digging in for the Rockies. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Out to center. That's a base hit as a run scores. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
And here comes the Dodgers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Ohtani will depart. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. So they bring on the veteran, Daniel Hudson.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
So 2 down, Sean Bouchard, the next to hit. 3 strikeouts already. He's 0 for 3. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
Kicks and fires. That one's in there, and the count is 0-2. Diaz off of first with 2 away. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Hudson is just 1 strike away. Sends it to center, and that's going to do it. They'll squeeze it for the final out, and the Dodgers slug their way to a win in this one.
Well, I don't know what they did in the cage today or on the field for batting practice, but when you win by double digits, something is clicking. That batting coach.
And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got a perfect day for baseball. The Atlanta Braves and the Chicago Cubs. We'll be back to get this one started after this. And here is Ronald Acuna Jr. as he turns on the rubber and with that good live arm delivers. Pulls that one foul.
No, that's
Just
the ball.
missed.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And now 1-2.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
That misses. 2-2. Good eye right there.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
The wind of the pitch. And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Leading off the afternoon for
Here
Atlanta,
is Ozzie Albies up to hit.
Ozzie.
Right through there for a strike.
Albies is playing on the road, so you know that means he's been FaceTiming with his pet fish. This guy owns a few home aquariums, and it's no secret he likes talking to his fish when he's away. In fact, Albies had cameras installed so he can check on the fish anytime he wants.
Next pitch way upstairs. Pulls the string with the changeup, struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And it's through for a hit. Lead runner around second, and they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Wastes no time there. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Matt Olson, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. Missed inside with the curve.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Just missed.
Get ready for some action here. Good RBI guy at the plate. Runners in scoring position. And hitters count.
Marcell Ozuna on deck for Atlanta. Late on that fastball.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs.
Him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably going to take a clutch hit with 2 outs.
In time to Bush. That ends the frame. 2 left for Atlanta, and now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. Major League Baseball is on the show. Bottom of the first, so up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Strike 1.
Strider's a guy known for his velocity. He can bring it, but that wasn't always the case. Coming back from an injury in college, Strider was throwing 94 to 96 miles per hour when the Braves drafted him. Now he lights up the radar gun with triple-digit speeds.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Seiya Suzuki now at the plate. And a foul ball. Strider, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and he works in a 2-seamer. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Out there on the mound, he's setting the tone early with the fastball. 98 miles per hour up on the scoreboard.
Gassed it right by him.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one. Punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on the ball, put it in play, and get something going.
Ian Happ in the box now. No balls and a strike. The wind of the pitch. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Everything came together for him. This is why hitters work so hard on driving the ball gap to gap in batting practice. There's a lot of room out there. If you can rip one into that open space, it usually means extra bases.
Cody Bellinger in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Into center and a base hit. Headed for the plate. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. There's a swing and a drive. It bangs off the wall. Bellinger around second, headed for third. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a two-out double, second and third now. Plays the plate, and they cut him down. Misplay doesn't cost them, inning over. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Top of the second, and now the center fielder, Michael Harris. That one finds the zone. Strike one. Steele, an all-star a season ago. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, a curve, and he works in a changeup. Woody Keller making the calls behind home for us today.
And Boog, something to keep an eye on is how pitchers utilize the top part of the strike zone. We see a lot more of that in today's game with pitchers going up there with hard stuff. Keller, definitely an umpire that isn't afraid to call strikes up in that part of the strike zone.
Oh, the swing and a miss. And one out now.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner. When with two strikes, you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error. But some way, you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Just off the inside edge. Next offering in there for a strike. 1-2. The Cubs up by a run here at the top of the second. Right side, hard hit. Bush steps on the bag, and that quickly 2 away. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Now it's the veteran outfielder, Adam Duvall. Breaking ball inside. Ball one. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. 2 out, space is empty. On the ground to third. Base hit. That was smoke through the infield.
There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on the pitch like he did right there.
Bounced up the middle. Over to Swanson. That's out number 3. And one. Still behind by a count of 1-0. We head to the bottom of the second. Now it's the DH, Christopher Morel. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
Strider out there on the mound for this one, and he's a guy who had a really impressive college career, but needed Tommy John surgery while playing for Clemson.
Backs and misses. It's a strikeout.
A good fastball changeup combo has always been devastating for hitters, and that was a great example of that at bat. Changeup, fastball, changeup, and he goes down on just 3 pitches. And as a hitter, once you're down 0-2 in that spot, you have no idea what to sit on. You got a 50-50 chance when you guess. So I'm sure that changeup looked like a fastball almost the entire way to the plate.
Swing and a miss. That's strike 2.
You know, Boog, Strider spent time with a sports psychologist at Clemson while rehabbing from his surgery. We talked a lot about the concept of purpose and the importance of having a defined goal for everything you do. You know, it's something Strider now preaches himself.
Got it by him for the K.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fast.
The 0-1. Foul ball. Swings and misses, struck him out. Here at Wrigley Field, on to the third inning. So now to the plate for Atlanta, Ronald Acuna Jr. And a strike in there. Acuna in 2023 with about as impressive a power-speed combination season as we have ever seen. Kicks and deals. Out to short. Swanson fires to first on the run. And Acuna retired. Ozzie Albies up to the plate. There's a strike. Albies, multi-time All-Star, 27 years old, and he's a native of Curacao. Ball one there. One down, base is empty. On the ground, right side. Bush whips it to first. Just got him on that one. Here's Austin Riley.
Good fade and sinking action in that changeup. Got that hitter to roll over.
That's ripped. Base hit. And that keeps the inning going. And now Matt Olson up to hit. To the right side. Slides for the stop. Nicely done for the out. No runs, one hit. Set for the bottom of the third. Here's the third baseman, Nick Madrigal. Strider back to work. A little out front there as he swings through it.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
And there's one down. Bunts it in the air. So the batting order turns over. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. Got it started a little too early. Strike one.
No ball.
One out, base is empty. Swings through that one for strike two.
He just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Here comes a pitch. Hit in the air, right field. Under it is Acuna to make the grab. And there's two down. Two outs, base is empty. Now the number 2 hitter, Seiya Suzuki. Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-1.
Strike two.
Just a really nice slider down and in there. He wants to get the hitter thinking fastball, speed him up, and just subtract some velocity and add a little movement.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. Nothing happening there. On to the fourth. Here's Marcelo.
The designated hitter, Marcell
Ozuna. The line to kick the pitch. In the air out to center. Bellinger drifts towards it. Makes the catch, and there's one gone.
He was all over that first pitch fastball, just barely missed it. Man, this guy was ready to hit.
Harris now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Next offering is in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
And that gets down into the gap. Around first, heading for 2. Throws to second, and now the tying run is into scoring position.
He was all over that one. Man, that feels so good to shoot an absolute bolt the opposite way. Split the gap and know that you've got extra bases right off the bat. That's the kind of thing hitters dream about when they're falling asleep at night.
Lifted in the air, right field. Suzuki has a beat on it. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Yeah, that was a wasted RBI opportunity, but competitor like him, he is looking forward to making up for it in his next at-bat.
Adam Duvall at the plate. That misses the zone. Ball 1.
Way to lay off that fastball up right there. You're looking for something you see well that you can handle, but you also have to keep the discipline so that you're not popping up pitches that are just a little too high.
Man on second, 2 down. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. To third. Madrigal on to first, and that'll do it. One left for it. Back here at the friendly confines, ready to go. Bottom four. Ian Happ up to hit. Swing and a ball popped up. Riley under it. One away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Bellinger swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the second time today. Next offering is in for a strike. Outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one misses, and it's 2-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Got him swinging.
This guy will throw any pitch in any count. 3-2. He goes off speed. Gets the out.
Dansby Swanson stands in. Doubled his first time up. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. When you're doing that, you could have a really good day out there in the mound.
Swings through that one out in front that time.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Got him. Outside pitch got the better of him that time. And the Cubs. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now it's the shortstop, Orlando Arcia. And a foul ball.
You know, these Braves need to bring up the quality of their at-bats and specifically their swings. Just 1 extra base hit for them, so they haven't exactly been hitting the ball gap to gap or out of the park. That makes it really difficult to generate runs.
Slings it across, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. Acuna at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. Out to short, Swanson. Tosses across the first, and a couple of quick outs. And now it's the switch hitting second baseman, Ozzie Albies. That one missed.
1 ball, no strike.
Fouled off left side.
Well, on the mound, very efficient, able to produce an outcome, it seems like, within the 3rd or 4th pitch of just about every at-bat.
Late on that fastball.
1-2.
Line drive, base hit down the line. Around first and hustling for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double. Man at second here with 2 away. Austin Riley will hit next. Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Man at second. Popped up to the left. Into foul ground. Catcher tosses the mask. Settles under it. Makes the grab. And that's the 3rd out. Back here in Wrigley Field. And here is Christopher Morel. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And it hits the fence. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Didn't take long to get a result for that at-bat. Just missed out on a home run right there, but he certainly hit it hard enough. Just didn't have the right launch angle to carry it over the wall, but still an excellent swing of the bat.
And there's 1 down. Michael Busch, the next Cub to hit. Struck out swinging his first time. Puts a bunt down. Riley fires the first. Out on the sac bunt.
Third baseman, number 1.
Here's Nick Madrigal. He's 0 for 1. In the dirt.
No ball.
Got him. Great throw, and that's the inning. And we're back. Stepping in the long ball threat, Matt Olson. Steele back to work. And that one is in for a strike. Inside, just missed. And a count 1-2. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Here's a big power threat, Marcell Ozuna. And he swings and misses, and it's 0-1.
The offense needs to start showing some fight against this starter. He's doing his thing out there. They're going to have to push back at some point and make him work a little bit harder.
One down, base is empty. Battling here as he fouls it away. The wind and the pitch. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. And a pitch. Just off the inside edge. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the center fielder, Michael Harris. Fastball for a strike. Harris, in his third season, 23 years old, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. And that one is lifted in the air. Suzuki on the move and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Here at Wrigley Field, well, we go bottom 6. Now here is Nick Madrigal. Foul ball there.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history. You know, when the league expanded and added the Los Angeles Angels in 1961, they played their first season at a stadium in L.A. called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
Here's Nico Horner. And first offering is fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. That's off the mark, and 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Righty to the plate. Swing and a miss, and he's down on strikes. 2 down.
Nice, doubled up with the slider for that punch out. The 1-4 just caught the zone, so as a hitter, you have to protect right there. Great pitch to just expand a little bit more. He got that chase he was looking for. That right there is good pitching.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through that one.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just got to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
Slider misses outside. Got him. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1. Back here at the friendly confines. Top of inning number 7. So here's Murphy now. Right through there for a strike. On the ground to third. Fires across the diamond. That's the first out at the top of the 7th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution. Notice how they're swinging too early or too late. That's a timing problem. They need to guess right on a few of those pitches, and I mean make an educated guess.
Whips it to first. And 2 away to start the 7th. Here's Orlando Arcia. The shortstop takes the ball.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound.
Now a screamer into the outfield. And that is Another scoreless inning. Back here at Wrigley Field. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. And the pitch. Outside, and it's 1-0.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
The 2-0 is in for a strike. And a swing and a miss there.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
And down on strikes. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. One down. There comes Cody Bellinger. Swings through that one for strike one.
Pretty amazing, his first pitch strike percentage, over 90%. You know you're getting something in the zone first pitch. So if you're a hitter, you got to be ready to let it fly, even though he's had a lot of success on that first pitch of the at-bat.
One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still 0-2. Left-hand hitter waits. And that's outside. Going to count 1-2. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity, an elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Swanson up to the plate for the third time as he looks at one down low. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1.
1-1.
2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the seventh. In the air, out towards left center. Harris right there to make the grab. And that ends the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to begin the eighth. Now in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna Jr. in for a strike, and it's 0-1.
It's good speed at the top of the order here. You want to get it on, see if you can get a stolen base, maybe get around the bases and pick up a run.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Out there to center. Bellinger drifts towards it. Makes the grab, one down. Ozzie Albies getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Right through there for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at-bat. You don't get many like that in that location. If you take that pitch against any pitcher out there.
The lefty fires. Chopped on the ground. And that one handled in plenty of time to first. And Albies is retired. Austin Riley next up for the Braves.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Out towards left center. Bellinger sizing it up. Makes the catch. And that is that. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth, Joe Jimenez.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Morel stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. And the righty deals. He swings and fouls one off.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
The punch out there, and one gone.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Jimenez, he's got some good and some bad. The positive is he doesn't walk very many guys. But, Chris, the problem is that he is prone to giving up some homers. One down, base is empty. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. That was blasted to the moon. And they tack one on the board. It's 2-0.
A little more breathing room is always a good thing in baseball, and now they have it.
Bush, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one. One out, bases empty, and a run in here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Well, a manager can see it pretty early just by the swings that players are taking, whether they're fouling the ball back, if they're on time, the front foot is down. When you see that, you probably don't want to leave him in too long.
The pitch. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And a pitch. Gets a piece and stays alive. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going. In the air, left field. Duvall snags it for the second out.
Third baseman, number 1. Nick.
2 outs, base is empty. Now the third baseman, Nick Madrigal. And there's a strike.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
Two outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. And that's outside. Two down, nobody on. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike three. One scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Braves. And we're back. Here is Matt Olson. Steele back to work. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball one.
No, that insurance run in the bottom of the 8th inning was so good to add on, especially with this power hitter at the plate. If he goes deep, you're still up in the ball game. Really good spot to be in right here.
Next offering is in for a strike.
In today's game, not that many fastball counts, but hitters still in the back of their minds, they're looking for one. 2-0 changeup call right there. Excellent pitch selection to go with.
Puts it away for the out. He's 2 outs away. And next for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. That's in there, and that's strike one. And that's down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
The Braves down to their last out. Michael Harris, the next to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball
1 ball, no strike.
And a foul ball. 2 outs. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
The batter.
And at first, now it's the Atlanta catcher, Sean Murphy. That's inside, and that's ball one. With the tying run at the plate here at the top of the ninth. That's in there. And the count even 1-1. Steele is just one strike away. Ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
2-0 your final here in this one. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew here at MLB The Show, thanks for stopping by. I'm John Shambi. Talk to you soon.
This is it, what? New genie pouring from the sky, let's get rich.